What's up? It's your boy Jay Capone. And you know your boy Davis boy is in the building, man. Got another episode for you. Tapping in on this Thursday night. Welcome to the No Emotions podcast. Tonight we're not alone though, Jay Capone. We got a team with us tonight, man.
Who we got with us?
We got us a team, man. We got Black Embassy Records with us tonight.
Okay.
Got the young gang here, man. Gonna have a good little talk. Let them introduce themselves.
Well, let's start.
Well, it's me, drop top phone, big drop top phone, the biggest drop top you ever gonna see.
He said big drop.
Big drop top.
Big drop top phone, nigga.
Not a compact.
I already know. He gonna talk on.
Some all one. You feel me? Drop top chairs.
Yeah. One of y'all got y'all phones on, huh? Y'all volume on? Y'all on the live? One of y'all on the live?
That might be. Oh.
That was me. That was you? Oh, man. Look, I'm looking around like it's somebody that's new. This is the routine. Yeah. Y'all go ahead. Introduce yourselves again one time. Introduce yourself again.
Drop top phone, big drop top phone, the biggest drop top. Black Embassy Records, bitch. Come sign the Black Embassy Records. We're gonna get you together.
Who you got on the side of you?
I got my manager, the best manager in the whole world.
Hey man,
fuck what you talking about. Miss Ashley Dior.
Oh yeah.
You want any business with me or anybody part of the Black Embassy family, this is who you hit up, Miss Ashley Dior.
Right.
I have my DJ who is the hardest motherfucker with 5 fingers on his hands and 5 fingers on their hands on that spin, you know what I'm talking
that
about?
Boy talking about what?
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, mixtape coming soon, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a chance to link up with my boy right here, Drop Top, but you know, we got a lot of motion going on. We got to show them all.
Yeah.
But I got to drop a mixtape next month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With another artist out of the city. You know what I mean? Shouts out HME. Like you said, Jam Master OJ.
Yeah, you notice his name ain't DJ, it's Jam Master.
Jam Master, you gotta tell him.
And then I also have my right hand man, who is also my creative director, Big Kyle. He's off screen tonight. He low key. He got some other things going on to where he working with us. You know what I'm talking about? So,
But he's the cat from the video, right?
Yeah. Yeah, big Kyle.
It all makes sense.
And my publicist, Miss Shay, she couldn't be here tonight. The CEO of Black Embassy, he's in Detroit right now on business. You know what I'm talking about? But
I like Phone, man. Phone came over here and put everybody on. Everybody's name on.
Hell yeah. I mean, because it's a team. I can't do nothing without
Can't do it by yourself, bro.
I cannot do nothing without them. All type of little motion that I've been getting lately been because of my team, what I got going on. And of course, you know what I'm saying, like we got the one and only Voo, DigiVoo, you know what I'm talking about? The best elder cameraman in the world.
Yeah. And
my other cameraman, Money, he on the way. He on the way from Texas. He probably already done touched Alabama right now.
Mobile, yeah. You started speaking about emotion, man. How it's been like? Cause Mobile getting a lot of motion music wise, bro. You got a lot of top dogs, Cap, Rollo, Blue, Flo Millie to the top. So a lot of people that's coming up in the game now starting to get a lot of more recognition. So how everything been going for you on that tip?
Been going good, man. I'm just trying to stay consistent, trying to work hard. You know what I'm talking about? It's like we really catching our second win right now because we was in the process. We in the process of rebranding, still rebranding. You know what I'm talking about? So I've been working real hard. You know what I'm talking about? Like I've been talking to some of my listeners and supporters. They've been like, why you ain't got this much music out opposed to, you know what I'm saying, how I used to be when I was younger, but it's because, I was a part of a duo, so I'm in the studio working every day trying to redo a lot of records, you know what I'm saying? But I do have 2 records out right now. I got the band's record featuring PB Pluto. Shouts out to the PB team. And I got
I checked that one out. I heard that one too. I heard that track right there. I heard that Stop Playing With My Top.
Yeah.
I heard that. You got a little track with a little female too.
Yeah,
what's her name? Mimi.
Yeah, she was a part. That was who I was in a duo with. But we are no longer a duo now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a solo artist now. And this is what you see, what you get. This how we moving. So like I say, I've been doing a whole lot of work to redo everything that meant, like, you know what I'm saying?
You're just trying to reconstruct the brand, right?
Reconstruct, you know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of records, like, every record we did always had me and her on it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, we had, like, we had like almost like 30 records recorded, 30-some records recorded. So I'm having to go back and rewrite and redo all them records. You know what I'm saying?
Some verses and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but I do got the band's record out, and I got 227 in Puerto Rico out, which we about to drop a visual for that. You know what I'm saying? Soon, and then we finna go drop a visual for the band's record in Houston. You know, so yeah,
So y'all own label, own team.
Yeah.
What made y'all kind of like how y'all linked up together though? Like what was the connection? I know it's a story behind it. Gotta be. Anytime you moving solo or somebody do that, it gotta be a story.
From the top, like I said, Big Cow is my best friend, but he's also my creative director. And you know, don't let nobody get it fucked up. I don't got a bunch of homeboys around me. Everybody doing something. Everybody working. Everybody got a job.
Yeah.
The only two homeboys that I can say that started off as homeboys was Big Cow and Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? Who was the CEO of the brand. Mm-hmm. Basically, how it started is Big Mike was just like, man, look, you need to rap, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? You need to be doing this, woo woo woo. And Cow was saying the same thing. And basically, they set up a studio session. Basically, Mike was on some like, bitch, you gonna make me waste my money? Like, you gonna like,
get in there?
Come on. So they booked the session to the only place I love to record, Studio House, with Ron G and Linkwood Trail. Shouts out to Ron G and Linkwood Trail. I started recording records. I recorded like 2 records, but then I was like, man, I want to do something different. I want to be a duo with a female. So Big Kyle Mike was fucking with that. So we linked in with her, whoop to whoop. We put in our work. We was really working through the whole pandemic, really just record.
Yeah.
Just record. When then we really didn't start really popping out to like sometime last year where we did to start playing my top record.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, we started putting out a couple visuals and stuff like that, but we was mostly doing a lot of interviews. We weren't really doing too many shows, doing a few interviews. And then things went left with that and it wasn't working out. So, but at the time, like we linked up with Boo and Money for a visual. It started off just getting a visual from them. We did a record called In the Nighttime with C-Now. Shouts out to C-Now. We did a record.
I seen that video too. Y'all shot out in Vibes.
Yeah. We shot out of Vibes. You know what I'm saying? And we shot out of my old school. We shot out of another location with the whole belly setup. You know what I'm talking about? So we started off doing just a visual with Money and Boo. But the crazy thing about it, Money and the CEO Big Mike, they know each other and they tight. And it's so crazy. Me and Boo knew each other. We just never had a conversation. But we used to work at a job together. And I used to see him all the time. He see me every day, but we never said not one word to each other. Not even hey, nothing. Because we worked in 2 different spots too. But Mike was like, man, we need to fuck with Money and Boo. I'm telling you, we need to, you know. So it really started off doing a visual, but we really just started locking in with them and working and like Boo seen something in me and Money seen something in me. So then it started to where it was doing a visual, but it's like, okay, they pulling up to everything I got going, we're getting content. So then we had a interview one time, and I see the way Miss Ashley Dior came about is like, Vu was making a cover for me too. So he sent me the cover hard. I love it. I'm like, this it. So he sent this. So then he was like, man, he was like, give me about just a little while. I'm like, for what? He was just wait a minute. He sent me another cover, and it's 20 times harder
than what he sent you the first time.
Yeah, I said, I like the first, but this it. He said, man, why you redo it? They said I could do it better. She said that shit was mediocre. She said I could do it better. I was like, damn, she was on your ass like
but
that.
You need that though. Yeah.
And then even with the videos and the content that he do, she always be on his ass like, you can do this better, you can do this better. So basically, you know, I come up with the idea and I was like, man, I asked at the time when I was a part of the duo, I was like, man, so I want to ask Ashley, she'll be all about you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time you had me, Big Kyle, and Mike trying to do, but
it wasn't working out. Yeah.
So we, you know, it wasn't, you know, we good at what we know how to do. Like Big Mike, he know how to make the connections and stuff like that, but he don't know about really getting down in the trenches and making things happen for us about like, you know, keeping up with the emails, keeping up with my music being released and stuff like that. He wasn't on that.
See, when you do that though, when you add that manager, you add that person, it just allows you to be the artist.
Exactly.
You just focus on what you're
doing.
doing.
It's my first time having a real manager.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, women are more organized than guys all day.
Thank you. Exactly.
Because they think about everything that we don't think about.
And that's what I told my girl.
And they tend to be more loyal.
Man, I'm telling you, I told my girl, I swear to God, when we first figured out and I asked Ashley and she was just like, yeah, she was with it. She was like, hell yes. So I told my girl. She was like, that's what you need, and I'm glad you chose a woman because she gonna keep you out of line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like she don't play that bullshit like distractions and shit. Like we be out, I don't like be alive, be distractions. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like it be distractions, but she don't play that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? She keep me, you know what I'm talking about? So that's how we locked in with her, right? Okay, boom. So now things are starting to like kick up a notch and stuff like that. And like I said, me and the artist that I was with the duo with, we parted ways. So okay, boom, things started falling into place. Motherfucker started coming quick. Like I'm talking about a couple days after things started coming. So next thing you know, after Miss Ashley Dior, we had OJ had an event. He had something going on at the place he used to DJ. So he had my records, and he was like, pull up, woo woo. And one thing about it, I told him I gave him a word. If I get somebody my word, I'll come. So we came. He got to spinning my records. So we in there, we vibing, we having a good time, whoop the whoop. So then, like basically, we had a conversation with him. Me and him have a conversation. Him and Ashley had a conversation. They locked in, exchanged contact info. Well then, I was just seeing how bro was moving, woo woo woo. Well then, next thing you know, me and Pluto. We got this record coming, but we was just mobbing one day. C-Nile invited us to a party in Paparazzi, so we came through. And we came through, I got my team with me. I got Vu, Ashley, Big Kyle, we moving. OJ just so happened to be hosting that night. So when he seen me, you know what I'm saying, he was just like, oh shit, shouts out that nigga PB Pluto, we got Drop Typhoon in the building too, woo woo woo. He on the mic all night showing me love, woo the woo. He, we in VIP, we having a good time, Bob was coming, we just having a good time, but it's just like, I was watching him the whole time, it's just like his energy. And I've been seeing him DJ. I've been seeing him.
Your element, yeah.
But you can't tell him keeping the crowd hype.
But I wasn't really even the hype man, I was just like, one of my DJ partners asked me to, do something on the mic for him while he was up there. So I was like, hey bro, I got you.
He kept the crowd live, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody engaged, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good night. So then, of course, everybody need their own DJ. Yeah. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you nothing without the DJs.
And that said a lot about you, man, because a lot of people don't understand the art of DJing is just as important as the MC.
Exactly.
If you're trying to do it authentically.
Exactly. And like you can't, the DJs, like, I give my utmost to the DJs and the producers.
Bro, I think it's more important, bro.
The DJ.
I really do.
Yeah, the DJ, yeah. Because like you can make a hot record, but if ain't no DJ spinning it.
So put it, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, the thing about it, today, everything's set up with content.
Yeah, right.
If you got an in-house DJ, you can drop mixtapes all day.
Anytime you want to.
Exactly.
You could take one of his verses and chop it up into three songs.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Of course.
Artists can't do that.
Exactly. And then on top of that,
but y'all got to be vibing to feel what he meant when he said what he said.
Right. Exactly. But I mean, I'm just speaking to the dynamics of actual music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? DJ ain't really that important because you can put a record on in your house.
Yeah,
and
but
it on your own.
But this the thing about that.
But when
bro, I'm saying, it ain't nothing like that crowd.
It's a plus. But far as being an
it's
artist,
a plus, bro. It ain't nothing like that crowd control.
As far as being an artist, though, DJ's being important. But like I said, so anywho, I ended up hollering at the team, and I was telling them, like, I like OJ. You know what I'm saying? Sis took a liking to him too. Vu was for the whole team. Like, I was like, man, I'm gonna call him, ask him, like, see if he wanna come be our DJ. Sorry. Yeah, it was. Well, how did it happen, Kyle?
Vu took a picture of him.
Oh yeah, okay.
Put it on Facebook.
I'm drunk.
And said, "This my DJ."
I'm drunk.
Yeah, Vu did. Vu had our stamps there. Vu had the Black Embassy record stamp, the Digital Stone stamp on there.
He the manifested and didn't even know.
Manifested, you know what I'm saying? So I told him I was finna call him. And they was like, call him. You know what I'm saying? When I called him, I didn't know what he was gonna say for real. And plus, I knew he had a residency somewhere too.
Yeah.
It just so happens that, what was it? few days before, a week before, something like that.
Had some little issues.
I'm talking about like the time frame.
Nah, it wasn't
days.
even. It was days. It was
Days before his residency.
When he came to the event, 2 weeks later, boom, we had paparazzi. Then, not even a week later,
the residency is is
over.
over.
And
sure.
He had some problems, so it's like when I called him, he's like, bro, this perfect.
Weird.
I just got out of my residency. I can move around. I've been wanting to move around, like, and
So it really kind of just fell in your lap.
It just fell in place. It just kind of fell in my lap. Yeah. So like from then on, instantly, and when I tell you, like, with me and him, this has only been like a couple weeks, like literally like this, and so we instantly get to work. So okay, boom, set a rehearsal. We already, we set up a time. We came, chopped, kicked it, and we had a good vibe. But when we started actually rehearsing, live, just to get our vibe right, it's falling in place. And then I've been learned just in that small amount of time and taught me stuff, because it's like I always had mic etiquette. I know how to hold the mic, and he commended me on that. But he taught me something about the actual science of the music when you're performing, when it's like, hey, so now when he tell me like this record, boom, I'm gonna give you 3 points. I already know what he's talking about. See, you could have hit me a month ago. I wouldn't know what talking about. Yeah. See, now I know. Now these days he could do this, do fit.
And you know what time, but that's that chemistry and repetition too, though.
So and then at the same time, he tell you whenever I come rehearse, I give it my all. You know what I'm saying? Like I be drenching sweat, like you know what I'm saying, when I get through, because the performance wise is, you know what I'm saying, it's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take. It's more than just going in the studio and recording a record.
That's your money anyway. The show's your money.
The show's your money. Exactly.
It's yours.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's the work part to me. Yeah. The studio is the fun and the therapy part for it. So we got that done with OJ, and now, like I said, we have our first show live together, which is gonna be tomorrow, 601 State Street, Elks. You know what I'm saying? I will be performing. This is my first performance. This is gonna be my first performance of the year, and also my first performance in a minute, because like I ain't gonna cap, like for a minute I was like, some fuck doing shows type shit, because I was still working, still grinding,
still learning and
stuff
too.
Like sis was just like, okay,
it's time.
It's time. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in and out the music for a minute, man, for a while.
So how long you been doing music?
I've been doing music. I've been really like writing music since I was probably like 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm talking about? But as far as like,
I gotta ask him that question.
Actually, like taking it serious, like real serious, it's been like these past, like I say 2 years, because I had a distribution deal on the table at like 2017, 18 distribution deal, and I lost the distribution deal because I had caught a charge. You know what I'm talking about? And when I caught the charge, they snatched it off the table. So I had quit. I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do it no more. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You very animated, and that's good, because you're an easy person to conversate with. Got a couple questions. We need to lay the foundation out.
Come on.
Where you from?
I'm from Citronelle, Alabama, 45 North, the north side of 45. You know what I'm talking about? The north, that's where I'm from.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm a preacher nigga. He a preacher nigga. So
my dad from Pritchard and Thomasville.
We a little different. You know?
My dad from Pritchard and Thomasville, but it's similar up there. It's just a little more country, but it's similar.
It's all the same.
Yeah, shit.
It's easy to understand where somebody come from, what their demeanor is.
Yeah, shit.
That's why I asked that question. And the other thing is, when were you born?
I was born October the 13th.
What year?
92. I'm a 90 baby.
Yeah, all right then.
Listen, bro. Listen, OG got this theory.
This is real talk.
OG got this theory.
Listen what he finna tell you.
So when you referring to music, he talk about Pac and Big, and you know what I mean, Pimp C and the OGs.
My favorite.
Don't try. He love Pimp. So he got, when Pac died, bro. You know what year died? What?
97.
96.
No, Big died in
95. 96.
Big
96.
died in
90.
97.
Yeah. See, he got this thing.
I live my life by what he finna tell you, though.
Everybody that was born after Pac died is totally different than everybody that was born.
Hey man, listen to this.
Before Pac.
You know how you had before BC mean before Christ, AD is after Christ.
Here's BP before Pac, my nigga. That's what he is, BP.
If I run up on a dude that was born after Pac, I gotta look at him totally different.
Totally different.
a nigga that was born before Pop,
Yeah.
They understand.
They understand.
Right.
If a nigga come to the door right now,
I can feel it.
your date of birth tells me everything I need to know.
Them young niggas
My
crazy.
DJ will tell you when around the time he first sat in the car with me, when he pulled up on me, I wasn't bumping Lil Baby or nothing like that. I had Marvin Gaye, Keep Satisfied on. You know what I'm talking about? I love old school. Like I ride in my old school, bumping old school. You know what I'm saying? I'll be riding a 73, bumping music from the 73.
When you get the time, man, listen to Marvin Gaye album, Hear My Dear. You heard that?
I've heard some of it.
That's the realest album he ever made.
Yeah.
When he got a divorce, that was part of his contract.
Yeah.
He had to give her an album.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And this is
I ain't know
basically
Hope for her.
Yeah.
take this album to get out my life. I'm through with you.
Yeah.
So he put it's kind of
That's crazy.
that's what that album is about. Here, my dear. This is the last one. You get nothing else from me.
That's the final who are.
Keep Me Satisfied is a
Alimony versus an album. Heck, go ahead.
Dang, I forgot to tell y'all one thing about it, cause I can't leave her out. But recently, this past week, I just hired my own publicist and PR. I'm super excited. She been hitting the ground running. We already got 2 shows already locked in. She already been promoting and stuff like that too. People, take your shit serious, man. You got to have a team. You can't have 100 niggas around you with pistols, you know what I'm talking about, because that ain't going to get you no money. That ain't talking about shit. These folks around me is family, but everybody got a job. I don't even, you know what I'm talking about, got niggas I grew up with. I fuck with them, we cool, but when I move, you going to see, you can point at everybody. Well, what he do? What he do? I can tell you what everybody got down do, and they can tell you what they do. You know what I'm talking about? We move militant, you know what I'm talking about? Precise, and like I said, OJ was in the Navy, so a lot of times when we have our meetings and shit, I let him point guard it because he got the structure. You know what I'm talking about? So he always tell him like, look, we got one goal, make it home. We got a mission. The mission might be, hey, kill this show for the night or promote this much. Mission can be failed. Can't fail that goal, because if we fail that goal, we'll never have another mission. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
You feel me? So like that's what you gotta have people like that around you, you know what I'm talking about? And you got to have people working, everybody working, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's the only way that us gonna make it. You know what I'm talking about? Like real shit.
So in the world.
Oh man, it's crazy we here because you know.
Saying.
A lot of people been getting in their feelings about my movements lately, you know what I mean? And now that I'm hooked up with the Black Embassy family, you know what I mean? You ain't just dealing with me no more, you're dealing with the family. Yeah. So, you know, it's no emotions over here. You know what I mean? It's all emotions. You know what I'm saying?
We live by that.
Exactly. And when he found out we was coming to do this interview, and
that's why you was like, I've been promoting y'all shit, didn't even know.
Exactly.
Because it's all emotion. No
But
emotion.
that's how you gotta move. That's how you gotta move in life. See, I was just speaking to somebody yesterday, bro, and I was just telling a lot of people run into confusion in life because they don't take the emotions out of what they see from a person. They take the expectations off of everything, bro. If I put $100 on this table right now and I turn my head and my $100 gone, bro, you a thief. Yeah. At the end of regardless, you a thief. You might be the coolest nigga ever. You might be blase, bro, but that's who you are. Yeah. Like if you done showed me some conniving shit already, you done batched that, bro. That's the type of person you is. True. So I'd be a fool to keep putting myself in position and saying and giving you the benefit of the doubt for you to keep doing the same thing over and over to me.
It's just like a child, man. He touched some of that bit hot. He might one more, but by that third, he ain't gonna keep touching that motherfucker.
That's your saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you know, think about it. He got this thing that he uses all the time about a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Remember the thing about trust?
Yeah, I tell people, bro, to me, bro, trust is like a piece of paper, bro. Like you take that first sheet of paper, it's clean. That's your clean slate of trust right there. After you make a mistake on a piece of paper, you don't want it no more, you ball it up. Now when it's still paper, it's still trust. I can unfold that paper, but it'll never be that same clean sheet of paper no more. Yeah. Now it's still paper, but it's wrinkles in it. I don't want to write on it no more.
It ain't fresh.
I can't turn it in to no teacher for no. They don't want it.
Exactly.
To me, my trust is the same. I live by saying, bro, protect your energy, bro.
Oh yeah.
At all times, I'm gonna protect my energy. You can't let everything get attached to you and no element.
One of them, I always say this all the time. I said it in a record one time and didn't realize how much I live by it. But I'm talking about, and I had to find this out the hard way. But I always ask God, protect me from my friends. I can handle my enemies.
Yeah.
I can handle them.
Friends and family, the worst thing in the world.
But it's like, I'm gonna tell you, just this past. What, Kyle? 2 months, Kyle will tell you, man, Kyle seen two of the closest people to me outside of him, like, turn on me like it was nothing.
See, the thing about it, man, typically speaking, a stranger don't have the ability to get close to you.
Yeah.
So they can't really hurt you.
My dad used to say, a snake can't bite you from over there. That's what he always used to say. When he's like, I ain't never knew.
It's when you let people come in your circle, that's when you got to worry about it, man. And family tends to believe that you owe them something.
Yeah.
So when you take all the emotions out and treat people how they deserve to be treated, forget about what your last name is, forget about who your grandmama was, that don't matter.
Yeah.
You got plenty of first cousins that are in jail or dead because another first cousin, one day they trusted, you let them get too close and they burn you every time.
Exactly.
I mean, and I can't say that I don't trust my family.
Yeah.
But I treat them like they act. Just because we got the same relatives, you don't get no special treatment.
True.
I mean, it's just like he said.
$1,000.
Once a thief, always a thief.
That's right.
In my mind. So whatever you did, I can't wipe that clean. You still my family, but you did what you did.
Exactly.
Hey.
And you ain't have to do that.
You
At
had
all.
the energy.
You ain't have to do that. You ain't have to do that.
But the thing
You know what I'm
about it
saying?
is,
You ain't have to do that. You know.
it's the difference between the real and the fake.
Yeah.
A fake person can't be real just because y'all got the same grandma.
Yeah.
And we give people credit because that's how it should be, but it ain't like that.
Yeah.
Cain and Abel were brothers.
Exactly. And I say it all the fucking time.
So you ain't my brother. We just got the same grandma.
Exactly.
So if he can kill the other one in God's presence
Exactly.
and didn't think nothing about it,
Then battle.
why can't I believe that you as my cousin can do it to me?
Exactly.
See,
and crazy thing about it, like I said, out of them two people that I just talking about, that just burnt me early. It's one of them, my first cousin.
Oh yeah.
Like my sister. You know what I'm talking about? Like really, like we was raised, we slept in the same beds. You know what I'm saying? We never called. People knew his first cousin, but we never said. Well, I said brother, sister. We talking 20 some years of, you know what I'm talking about, and then just to nothing this past year. That's how I know this finna be the crazy, because people that I knew, like, hey, I'm gonna change your life, I'm gonna change your life, I'm gonna change your life. All these folks I've been saying,
dropping dead
them
weight,
motherfuckers
bro.
dropping like
Start
flies.
dropping.
But I'm
Baby.
steady elevating and things is happening, so I'm like, God moving them for a reason, because they can't be around me to suck up my blessing, because I'm telling you, God got a type like this. He's like, he'll have something for you. And he will show you signs, get these folks the fuck away from you.
If you
don't, he gonna make it to where you don't got a
Yeah.
fucking choice. You might even break a finger, bone in the process, but he gonna get them folks away from you so he can give you what's meant for you. That's why when I walk around, people might see my mama, why you don't be wearing your mask here, or why you do this, or why you do that. I live by this. I'm protected by the angels. What's meant for me is what's meant for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant for me, I can't run. Like last night, DJ battle, I'm up in that bit. One of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? PB Pluto brother Timbo, he's like, phone, I want you to you know what I'm saying, go on, you know, because we was outside mobbing. He's like, you know, you mobbed in here by yourself and stuff too, because if I ain't with my team, I do move a lot by myself. That's what I'm just used to, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know, woo woo, but like I told him, like, man, at the end of the day, because they know I don't have no security or nothing, but like, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. Like, 10 niggas can't stop it, a gun can't stop it, nothing can't stop what's meant for me, you know what I'm talking about? So that makes me live my life, you know what I'm talking about, like it's the last day, you know what I'm saying?
like, even
no
when
regrets.
I got drafted and everything, bro, I was always on the same type of time. I ain't never really moved like with a stupid big group of people, bro. Because to me, anyways, I don't care what type of nigga you is. You can be a regular nigga. If you just walk in with 11 dudes, they want to know who that is, what he got, what he got going on. Yeah. You might be the brokest nigga in the room.
Facts.
But shit, to them, they like, he got some type of motion.
He got something going on.
You know what I mean? But you walking, you can have $10 million on you. You walking that bitch by yourself and you the regular nigga.
Exactly.
But you know,
care.
God takes care of that. He give you this sense of what's going on.
Yeah,
we got to learn to tune into it.
Trust that
intuition. For instance,
Sixth sense. Some people call it sixth sense.
You'll be walking right now and you get a mosquito on you. And mosquito, the part that bites you is microscopic. You can't even see it. but something in your spirit will tell you to hit this part of your
Hit
arm.
that part of your-
How did you know that was a mosquito?
Yeah.
We got senses that we don't tune into.
Unconsciously.
Unconscious.
Exactly.
It just happened just that fast.
Exactly.
But even though like me, like everybody, like when I go to a restaurant, I can't sit with my back to the door. I gotta see the door. Like when I walk in the bed or club or anything, I'm boom, boom, boom. Ain't no just. I ain't scared.
Hand on the swivel.
I don't even move with like that type of energy to where I gotta like turn my head and boom. But at the same time, but just because you move, you don't never know how. Yeah.
You keep yourself on purpose. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that goes back to, like I said, what OJ always tell us: the goal is to make home.
For sure.
What you're doing is an objective to make sure you achieve your goal. You know what I'm talking about? So can't nobody fault you for doing that. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's I feel that. I mean, I'm very observant too. I'm loud. I'm an animated character. All eyes gonna be on me. I might appear to be whoop the whoop, but trust me, I done already peeped out this, that, A, B, C, D all around me. Motherfuckers just ain't know how to peep it out. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? But this my character. You feel me? At the same time, but you gotta be observant always. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so what you just to get back on music, man. You know, you're an artist and everything. Honestly, OG sent me your music, right? So I'm gonna tell you, we move with no emotion, right? We got 1,000 on the show.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of you until you sent me your music.
True.
So when he played it for me, I said, bro, who is this? He was like, boom, boom, this who it is right there. So I played the song with, what's her name again? Mimi.
Yeah.
I played the song with Mimi. I said, I don't like that one right there, bro. Played another track right there. I said, I don't like that one right there, OG. I said, he said, you gotta just listen to him because your style, you got a different style, you got a different delivery, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
So I said, bro, I'm asking you like, where your delivery come from, like where your swag come from in your music. I'm asking.
Really just, I'm gonna tell you, delivery wise, I got to give it to Pimp C. You know what I'm talking about? You got to, Pimp C could say something that don't be mean shit, but he gonna make you feel that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I honestly, like, as a child, my uncles, my OG, that's all they listen to is UGK. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, I always wanted to be like Pimp growing up as a child. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and then also just like feeling down there like shit, that nigga down there reincarnated with me because we got a lot of same morals. I'm all about having things and shit like that because life is short. You know what I'm talking about? You need to have some nice things, enjoy life, you know what I'm talking about, and shit, you feel me? That's just how it go, you know what I'm saying? So I would say my delivery would probably, some of it would probably come from Pimp, and because like me, and something small as fuck, but I got a big voice and I got a lot of shit to say, and you gonna feel me, you know what I'm talking about?
It's funny you say that, man, because when I was talking to him about you remember what I told you?
He said I like him because his delivery different.
And I said, you know what I hear in you? You familiar?
He said
Big Crit.
He said Big Crit. Yeah, he said you sound like Big Crit.
And the thing about Big Crit,
Now that, I ain't heard that one before. That's a big ass call.
Big Crit is the disciple of Pimp C.
Yes, I know that. Of course.
But your delivery is just like, if you listen to his whole catalog.
Yeah, I fuck with Big Crit. Big Crit is a fucking. Big Crit is a goddamn man.
So indirectly,
Big Crit a prophet.
you're comfortable with him.
He a prophet.
Y'all got a similar flow, man.
He got a prophet, and that's probably the best compliment I done received in this year, nigga. Cause I ain't never been compared to Big Crit. You know what I'm talking about? But it's like, yeah, that's dope. But it's like that's where my delivery come from, and like a lot of it just be the truth. Like a lot of like. I mean, you know, we all have these things to where, you know, we paint pictures to make it like a movie, but I can almost guarantee you, when you hear something in my records and you have to think like, damn, I wonder did that really happen? 9 times out of 10, that shit really happened. Because I like to tell the truth because that makes me be able to deliver it because I know it's the truth, so I can deliver it. Like I can say it with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can say it with confidence because I know it's true. Whenever I rap and I say, I might say a bar and be like, yeah, I got $1 million saved. But in the back of my mind was that thing like, damn, I wish I had $1 million, it could be woo. But I could sit there and tell you like, old school drop, candy blue, gold rims, no top, whoop, and it's gonna have a different, cause I really got it. You know what I'm talking about? I feel it, cause it's the truth. You know what I'm saying, like that.
And you down there picture yourself in that bit when you say it.
And I know how I be on Saturday mornings, riding, bumping motherfucking Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know what I'm saying, with the top down.
Smooth.
You feel me? So it's like that's how that shit really go. And it's like, one thing about it, man, I ain't better than nobody like that. Only thing I will say about myself, and it's nothing against none of the upcoming artists, because I fuck with all the folks, especially out of the city. I'm not better than, I'm way different from them. I'm just being 100, you know what I'm talking about?
Different.
What you feel like make you different though? What's the niche?
My soul older.
Yeah. He older than me.
My soul older. And yeah, like
He was born before '96.
Spiritually, I'm older than him. He older than me, but spiritually, I'm old. Like my soul older.
See, that's me too. I be listening to old school.
Like my soul older. I got a different way about myself, the way I talk. You know what I'm talking about, and the way I deliver my records. You know what I'm saying. But it's because, like I said, I talk because I'm country as fuck. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But like I say, ain't nobody rhyme. You know that's delivering like I'm delivering. Also, I have what makes me different, sets me aside. Got a dope ass team. I'm not saying everybody else's other team ain't dope, but I feel like my team harder than you. You know what I'm talking about? We just starting out though.
You gotta stand on that.
You know what I'm saying? And I put it up 10 toes like I'm wearing heels, 10 toes down like I got heels on. I stand on that like real shit. Yeah. But I got my team, you know what I'm saying, and they go hard for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we only strong as the weakest link. And shit, everybody looking real buff around this bitch, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how I feel, you know, like.
That boy pop his shit.
Yeah, he talking that talking.
It's true. Let me give you an example. Tell you about your boy. Can I say this? Can I tell for the people that don't know? Can I say it? If it, can I say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, that my son is my cameraman. Let me tell you about your son. Let me tell you about Boo and your daughter-in-law. They both pulled the flu game back to back. Sis pulled one first. We had an appearance in Pensacola. She was sick. She didn't feel good. We on the way to Pensacola. She's like slumped over the whole ride, like fucked up. I'm like, damn, like she was even considering like staying in the truck. We're like, no, so we can't. We was like, damn, we might have to turn around. And she ain't fucking.
She ain't going.
When we got in the club, you would have never fucking knew
she was sick.
That anything was wrong. She was there networking. She talked to the promoter. She didn't talk to the DJ. Made sure they had my record. Woo. Oh yeah, his Instagram. Getting foot everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you couldn't walk 10 minutes ago. You know what I'm talking about? So boom. Next thing you know, we dropped the band's record. Like a week or two later. Boo had the flu. And he was in bed with a 102. I called him and I already knew what he was doing. He didn't tell me. I said, when he told me he had the flu, I said, I bet you in the bed right now, you got 102 feel with a blanket wrapped around you, sweating like a motherfucker. But guess what? He on that computer, putting out content. Sick as a dog, putting out content. That's why we work. That's why we, just like them before. I got high blood pressure. My nose was just bleeding literally like right before I came up in. We don't give a fuck about that. We going hard. You know what I'm talking about? Like studio sessions, migraine headaches, nosebleeds. I don't give a fuck. My voice be damn near gone. We came here to work. This ain't no fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And we only strong as the weakest link. And like I said, everybody buff as fuck right now. You know what I'm talking about? That's just how that shit goes.
How often y'all in the studio?
We get up in there, what I do, the way I record, like some people go to the studio like every week, every day they do like hour, 2 hours. What I do is, when I go, I do blocks. Like I'm in there for a long time. Then I take a break, get inspired, because I don't want to just be up in there just dropping shit, just dropping bullshit, just to say I'm in the studio. Yeah. When I go,
you want quality content.
Exactly. I'm quality over quantity. Like right now, I probably don't got as many records in the stash as you would think. I got a good little bit, but the amount that I have, like, you gotta move. Like when he hear them, he done heard all my records. It's been something like, that's all right. But most of them, oh yeah, because I already had it constructed in my head before I went in the studio. I already know I was gonna go, and because a lot of my records, I walk around and I write them in my head, and I don't freestyle. I just construct them already, and I memorize them before, you know what I'm saying, like, and then I go in there record them. So I go probably like, I try to go at least once a month at the least. Yeah. I went more than that, I went less than that. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. But when I do go, I try to get blocks. I'm talking about hours, not no 1, 2. I'm talking 8-hour sessions, whatever. I like sessions because I like to be in there locked in, working. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do.
Sometimes you gotta just get in there and just feel that energy
Yeah.
anyway.
And 9 times out of 10, and then the reason and a lot of people might be like, damn, why you only go once a month? I like to have the time in between the studio. That way it builds up my anticipated.
Life gotta happen.
Life gotta have
something to talk about.
Life gotta happen. I can't experience life. I'm in the studio every fucking day.
And you said something about you like to ride with old school music. That's the best thing in the world. Man.
Exactly. And
that's where your inspiration comes from.
That's everything. It always do. So it's like I could be going through something, anything, jump my old school, drop the top, and I find one of my old school jams that fit my mood, ride.
Music is a mood.
And
Like
it's
song.
just like now. Like I've been. It's been a couple weeks since I've been in the studio, but we probably gonna wait a couple more weeks and I'm gonna get up in there and get another 8-hour session. But I'm dying now. I like to build the anticipation. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to really sit there, go hard, 8 hours. Okay, boom. Once I do that, wait however long it takes, like a pit bull with a piece of meat, just teasing. That way when it finally off the chain, you know he finna go hard. But if you steady feeding that pit bull meat every 10 minutes and shit, he gonna be fat, lazy, fucked up looking, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, so I like to be on my toes and on my game, and I don't like to just go in there, just record just any old anything. When I go in, I record for everything. This it, this the record, this a hit. Even if it ain't, I'm recording like it's gonna be, you know. That's how I do that shit. That's my process.
And that's the thing about it. If you anticipate it being a hit, you can speak that into existence.
Exactly.
And I want to ask you this, man. You kind of answered part of it earlier. When I was doing music, man, I would tell all my artists to pick.
Hey, we know you OG, bro. Damn.
I used to always tell my artists,
Artists.
pick 3 people. Take those 3 people and pull something from each person and develop your style. You said Pimp C earlier. 2 other people that you see yourself modeling your career after.
Starlito.
Lido.
But I was say
Hey, man, hold on.
I would say Starlito.
Time out. I can't even count, bro. I just gained some respect.
No, Starlito and Don Tripp are my favorite rappers right now.
Bro.
Starlito and Don Tripp are my favorite rappers right now. They'll tell anybody that know me, they'll tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a part of that fan base. Like, you can't say nothing bad about them around me. Like, I'm gonna die about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
what with myself?
I made it, yo.
Yeah, I'm on that too.
I made a record 2 years ago, a year and a half ago or something, and it was called Letter to Starlito and Don Tripp. And Lito had to come down here December 18th of that year, which was 2020, for a show at Soul Kitchen. I met him, I chopped it with him. He listened to the record, he watched the video, and he loved it. He thought it was dope, and he gave me the biggest props. You know what I'm saying? And Don Tripp reached out on Instagram and said the same thing. Like, they gave me my props. But like I told him, I said I didn't make this shit for y'all to sign me. No clout. No, I made
It's me.
This how I feel about y'all. And this how y'all music helped me. And I talked about how their music got me through the roughest times. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I think that's anybody, any profession though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anything you're doing, like, you gotta have some type of inspiration. Like,
Yeah. So like, it's Starlito and Don Tripp as one. Because when I look at them, I look at them as one.
they
Because
like
they like that. They like, you know what I'm
saying?
saying? Because like, from them, I would say I get the fathering part from Tripp. Because like I say, like, I got 3 children, you know what I'm saying, myself. And it's like, I know I know some of where he go, because I got 3 baby mamas as well. Just like he has multiple baby mamas. So I understand how it be when you go through that shit. And like, one thing I respect about Tripp gonna mention somebody's kids in damn near every record. Yeah. But he gonna do it differently. But it's like, most times when people hear some of the same thing, you get tired of it. But you gotta respect it, especially if you're a father. So I get that from him. Lito just, you know, the way his thought process and basically, like, you know, his hustle, his thought process, you know what I'm saying, the way he, you know, is a writer, you know what I'm saying, and shit. I get a lot of that from him because I like to read books and shit too, a whole lot, you know what I'm saying. So I would model the second person after those 2. Yeah. The third person, just because it's like I'm just so projectish and shit like that, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm also trying to move like a team and actually take this shit serious, is Bankroll Fresh, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. My child, my oldest child,
I can see you got a little.
her nickname, my old daughter nickname is Bankroll Ladybug. Because when she was a baby,
you were tired.
All I played was him. And she just, you know what I'm saying? And every time, and when she started talking, Dad, play a Bankroll, play a Bankroll. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, she was always my Ladybug. I started calling her Bankroll Ladybug. And now we call her Bankroll, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, my child loves that man. She know he's not here anymore. She know Bankroll gonna leave with Jesus, but she loves that man. And it's like I watched his hustle, his grind, and it's like he might have not had the hardest music to other motherfuckers, but you could not deny his hustle and his grind. I'm trying to model my team after that, after Street Money Worldwide, because they moved militant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they still doing things like I've been talking to Street Money Bucci, his cousin. He's an artist. I fuck with Street Money Bucci. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking to him on Twitter and stuff. I told him we're gonna try to get some things together and stuff like that. He over there popping big shit in Atlanta right now, keeping Bankroll name alive. But I would model the third person after Bankroll Fresh.
Hey, so all right, to top off that question right there, like OG always got a share when he talking about music. He say that the what you say the what's the word?
What part?
No, I'm talking about who control the music type.
Oh, the music controlled by the industry.
Yeah, he say the industry control the music. They
Those
put
people
out
that
what
don't
they
like
want-
us.
what they want to hear, right?
So, but I have to qualify that.
I know.
What I mean,
that's what I'm about to ask him.
the music is controlled by people that don't like us.
Yeah.
David Banner got a song. He talked about he walked in Def Jam. It was no black faces. Def Jam is basically a black-owned company from start to finish. No black faces in Def Jam. The people that make the decisions right now, they white supremacists. They don't care nothing about you.
True.
You go in with conscious music, I don't hear a single here. Put in 6, 7 songs back to back that you killed 100 niggas, you get a deal.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because you promoting what they want you to promote.
Yeah, most definitely.
So that's what I say. We don't control anything. And it's kind of crazy because at this point, you got enough people out there with money that can put everything together and get distribution for everybody. Mm-hmm. If you put Kanye, Jay-Z, and 1 or 2 other billionaires together, you ain't ever got to deal with the white folks.
True.
Ever. And it still can be a major label.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you can't even do anything with you can go independent.
Yeah,
But you can't be completely independent because you got to have somebody distribute it.
Exactly.
But even with that, though,
I mean,
that's what I'm
well, you could. I mean, y'all, if you distribute, I mean, y'all, you could distribute yourself through like certain platforms, as far as like putting out
It's
like
different,
right now we through United Masters, but we got 100% of everything. You know what I'm talking about? Like 100% of everything we make on our music. Black MC Records has 100% of the royalties right now. You know what I'm talking about? And I told them, I told the whole team, and before everybody got on board, I was like, look, it's gonna take us a little longer because we ain't gonna dick ride. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, we ain't chasing no deals or no shit like that. Gonna let that shit chase us. If I was to ever sign something, better know that shit is not only lucrative for me, but for them. You know what I'm saying?
But this the thing about
I
that,
don't
man.
really, I would like to get it the harder way and just,
It's
take
kind
the
of
long way around.
it's kind of a vicious cycle though, because if you get to the point where you're successful, nobody's gonna give you that big deal unless you can make that money yourself.
Exactly.
If somebody's willing to give you $7 million, they seeing already they're gonna get 40.
You gonna put it back? Yeah.
So why would you ever, and not knocking your plan,
Yeah.
but if you get successful, you don't have to sign with
No,
anybody.
exactly, and that's the
goal.
That's the goal. That's
That's
the goal. I want to string them along. I want them to literally be like, want me on my come up. You know what I'm saying? String them along, because that's gonna help push me where I need to be.
sure.
And this whole time, all I did was just, you gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be
I
quicker
was
than
gonna
that.
sign it. I put a dot on there. I was gonna sign it, but I didn't.
Me and him had that conversation when he was being drafted. I mean, he was being before you got signed to go to college.
Yeah.
I told him the only thing I got for you, no Alabama, no Alabama, and don't sign early.
Hey, I'm just cold. I don't even watch sports for real.
Because I didn't want him to. I wanted them to kiss his behind. You know what I'm saying? If they want you, you're a 4-star athlete. They want you.
Yeah.
People gonna be chasing you, so don't sign early. And me and Alabama got a whole different thing on. But my point is, same with their music. You don't want you. It's okay to tease them, but don't fall for the bait.
Don't fall for it.
Because I promise you, if they offer you $10 million, they see $100 million, they get back.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna offer you that
Exactly.
unless they see a way to get that back.
Exactly.
And then I was looking at I look at a lot of podcasts, of course, because we're doing this. Nora was talking about how the game is set up.
Yeah.
They put you, they sign you, and they give you some money that they know you can't recoup.
Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna give you $100 million to do your 2 albums or 3 albums or whatever your budget is. Okay, you never recoup that money. So what they do, if you're hot, they go back in there and renegotiate your deal.
Exactly. Stingy.
We gave you $100 million. Here, $200 million.
Yeah.
All they did was got you to re-sign. You ain't paid for the first one.
Put you in a deeper hole.
Exactly. And then all that's gonna lead to is gonna be like, just a cat and mouse game till you die. And once you die,
then they're gonna sue your family.
You don't have nothing for your chick. They're gonna sue your estates, and your estates belongs to your children. You know what I'm saying? And your kids and stuff like that. Because your estates is gonna go to them. So now they're gonna sue. So now the whole time you dead, because once you die, your music get hotter. You make more money. That's why those that know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being 100. A lot of people need. My theory, a lot of rappers need to deal. They labels is knocking their fucking head off because you make more money when you dead.
That's why I respect the Dolph so much.
Yeah.
You got life insurance on them boys.
You feel me? Shit, hell yeah.
I had seen someone on Instagram though. I ain't gonna lie, like the nigga like. I think it's like they manager or something like Von, Dolph.
Yeah.
They got the same person, bro.
Exactly.
Why you think they don't step in when that beef on the score?
Exactly.
Everybody dies, y'all winning.
But the crazy thing about it is like, you always have this main topic of comparing the industry to the streets. Like, they so different. But in certain ways, they are like, I say the industry, this part that makes it like the streets because it's just like the streets. Get in, get what you can get, hurry up, get out. You know what I'm talking about? That's the same way I did when I was in the street. Get in there, do what you gotta do, get the fuck out.
But the industry's worse than the street.
But
because in the streets,
because it's more power.
You can surround yourself with people that as long as you paying me, we cool. If I give you a package and you pay me, we ain't got no drama. These folks don't want you to pay them.
Yeah, they don't.
We want you ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause now you forever hustling backwards.
And you forever indebted to us.
And the thing about it,
now you owe us your life. So, and that's one of the main reasons too. Like I said, I don't want to sign no deal. And also, I know if I did, life would change so drastically, but in the worst way for me. Like they already, like they be on me because I move so freely just by myself. I had other artists that like, hey, fool, like start coming some, like when you ain't got your team, like even when you just probably like bring one person with you. I'm so used to moving by myself, but I can do that now. Man, I signed a deal. This lady, number one, is gonna hire somebody from the Secret Service probably, you know what I'm saying, just out of paranoia, you know what I'm saying? And number two, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't wanna have to, you know what I'm saying, deal with that. And then if I do sign, this gonna make me paranoid, cause like I said, I know how the game goes. You get hotter once you die, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna be looking on my fucking shoulder trying to see if these motherfuckers trying to snipe me or, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, I ain't really, no.
See, that's why I would ask you that question, because like when I hear your music, like, I don't hear industry. Like, I don't hear like no drill music. I don't hear like no twerk music. You know what I mean? Like that. So
it's definitely something different. I can. That's why. And that goes back to what I said. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just different, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I got going for myself because my mother, you know what I'm talking about? She already told me when I was a little boy. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna be different. You're always gonna be different. Cause I used to get picked on and shit. You see, I was my side. I've been little as fuck my whole life. I used to get my ass beat. I mean, knocked unconscious at like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? I used to be pissed like, man, like, fucking with me, mother. You're like, woo. But she tell you, you're always going to be different. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be different. You got the mark. So, like, even when, the thing didn't work out with the duo shit, and sis told me, and everybody was like, she was good, she was cool, but, and people didn't know I was writing the records for her and shit. They was like, but you the talent. You the talent, whoop. And I was like, look, man, everything y'all telling me, I knew this shit since I was 8 years old. My mother told me.
Man, you had the
one. You gonna be the one. Yeah. So it's just something that I have to, get used to. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been hearing it since I was 8 years old from my mother, you the one. I gotta get used to it because it's like I don't mind sharing the light. You know what I'm saying?
You don't never really pay attention to it though because your everyday life. It's just like me, bro. I already, public speaking, like, I got a bright personality.
Yeah. I'm
like real chill and relaxed right now just because but on the regular, bro, I don't have no bad days. Like, I wake up, I'm smiling, I'm goofy.
And you gotta make it like
you feel me? Like, I walk in any room, I'm still the light without doing nothing. just off my energy and my aura, you know what I mean? Especially if he in there, because he can't fuck with me. But now I'm saying I understand what you're saying.
I raised him to be humble like that.
Yeah,
but
no cap. But even in like I say that because a lot of people tell me like the same thing, like, well, you got a different energy about yourself, like you move, boom, boom, boom. But to me, like, I just be like, nigga, this is me. Like,
exactly.
You feel me? I don't. A lot of times, I don't ever really just pay attention to it until I step back and truly like self-observe myself.
And I feel that I'm me too. I'm such a team player, man. Like such a team player, and it's like the team that I got now shows me why I never worked out in the past. Cause I done tried to be in like certain little route rules or this, that, and the third, whoop the whoop. I was always staying that. Not saying I was better. I just stood out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I looked different. I sounded different. Like I had an A&R one time tell me literally like a month ago. She was like, she heard my record, but when she found out, she was like, damn. I thought you was like a big dude, like a, you know what I'm talking about? You fucking, what you, 5'8", 5'9", you know, like, yeah, I'm about 5'8", 5'9", 135, you know what I'm talking about, on a good week, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but she was like, but everything I hear in your voice, I believe it. If somebody like I believe it, I can tell you telling the truth. And if you ain't, you believe what you saying. I said, oh yeah, it's fact.
So if somebody was just like tuning in to you, right?
Yeah.
Like if somebody see this podcast right now and they be like, oh, he dope. Like, what you feel like your first song is, and you say, hey, this is me as an artist. Like, check this out. If they hear this song right here, if you play this for them, they definitely gonna go to number 2. What song you think that is?
Dang, that record ain't even out yet, too. I was gonna say
Man, I need all the, before you leave, I need all the airdrops.
I was gonna say trophies, but damn, trophies ain't even out.
Yeah.
But I tell you.
You feel like your best work ain't even out yet, huh?
No, hell no.
For sure.
Fuck no. Oh no, hell no. I can't give them the best just yet because the best is yet to come. Oh no. But I will tell you one record that will give you an insight of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't. It wouldn't even be the band's. It would be right now that's out. I would say 227 in Puerto Rico, because it shows you how I maneuver and how I handle things being in a new environment and a new, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, like, you know, that's a place that I always wanted to go as a little boy, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm already living my dreams, you know what I'm talking about? I always said I was gonna have a mouth full of diamonds. I was gonna say I was gonna have a big ass blue drop top car with gold rims. I got that. I always said I was gonna go to Puerto Rico. I always said I was gonna go to Hawaii. I done been to these places. Now I'm setting adult dreams, because I lived all my childhood dreams, you know what I'm saying? I mean, rich, of course, rich I always been. That's the last one on the list, but now I'm making that my number one adult dream. You know
but you know, rich ain't about money, man.
Exactly, but it ain't. But I'm already rich because I'm rich in energy.
Most people don't understand it.
I'm rich in energy. I'm rich in energy. I'm rich in vibes. I'm rich in the quantity of people. Like these people around me, I might not have a lot, like 100 motherfuckers around me, but I promise you, the 9-10 people I have in my account, they worth more than them 100 niggas that you got over there, and them is fuck niggas over there, and these is real people, you know what I'm talking about? They family, I'ma die by them, you know what I'm talking about? Big capital alphas, we do the stepping, I'm stepping behind them, you know what I'm talking about? And that's how that shit go, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like I said, I'm already living my dreams, you know what I'm saying, from a child. Now I'm focused on my adult dreams, you know what I'm saying? Because even with the music, like, I'm surprised at the motion that I got. I don't necessarily see it. Like, I have people, like last night we had a DJ battle. People like, you know, hey, fool, I love that band's record. Take a picture, woo, like, I fuck with all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm still on the come up, you know what I'm talking about? But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely living my dreams from a child, but right now I'm focused on my adult dreams right now, you know, real shit. But like I said, 227 in Puerto Rico, listen to that record, that will give you an insight of who I am and where I come from. Cause just like I said, it like shit, I was drinking mojitos and throwing foes because I'm straight out the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never had no fucking mojito. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that shit was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was experiencing something new. And me and my brother Big Kyle talk about this shit all the time. Like, you gotta enjoy life. You got to. Cause like shit, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
See, that's what I be saying too, bro. Like, even with you just talking about like having big dreams. Yo. Go ahead.
Tell me about your name. Where you get that name from?
Big Cow.
Man, it's crazy because really back in videos, this and that. I'm from Calgary, and they had just built a McDonald's up there. We ain't have nothing, so the McDonald's was monumental. You know what I'm saying? Like
Small. So you a small town dude for real?
Yeah, like
He's super small town.
the line stayed wrapped around McDonald's for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It was 3 weeks before I was able to get in there to eat. So that tell you how small the town was.
3 weeks. Get a hamburger.
But anyway, they built a gas station across the street. You know what I'm saying? Purple Cow gas station. So one day I'm making a video. I'm riding down the road. You know, I look over.
Man, someone laughing already.
Cause I know the story, man. This shit so funny, bro.
He laughing.
Because you would have had to been there. You just had to been there,
Just
man.
ride, man. I see a sign. I'm like, okay, shout out McDonald's. I look over, Purple Cow across the street. I'm like, Purple Cow Entertainment, like that. And from that day, people went to comment like, Purple Cow Entertainment, laugh mode, you know. Boom. Now I'm Purple Cow. I'm doing floats for the hood, like I'm riding through, like I'm in my cow suit. I was really
Real shit. This is facts. It's facts.
Get what though? I don't mean to cut y'all, bro, but it's the smartest thing ever, bro, when you think about it, because all publicity is good publicity if you take it the right way and you move with it the smooth way.
Everything he's saying is facts.
It really, man, I went to like promoting the business, you know what I'm saying, for them, and you know they'll look out for me on a little chicken plate, you know.
That's facts. That's facts. That's true.
I really made it cool to go to Purple Cow at one point in time, man. You pull up like late nights or something, like we'd be deep in the parking lot, like it's a party out there. And eventually, man, one day they tried to charge me for a plate. You know, I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I own this place. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all charge me.
Man, what
And no, this is true.
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
fact. He was mad. He was pissed. He was pissed. I don't blame him. He was pissed.
On Facebook, I cut the purple.
Like he cut the purple.
I'm no more Mr. Purple.
Like we talked about it, and I said, but you can't let the cow go all the way.
Yeah,
so
I'm a big cow.
everybody now knows that everybody's starting to catch on this shit. He's still the cow. People either call him the cow, big cow, or just cow. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, you be walking around in cow suits.
Yeah. No, he got some video. I'll show you a video.
I had a little.
Yeah.
See, like a lot of people call me like the Wilson man, right? Nah, listen, don't cut.
Hey.
No, I told you I'm an energetic, funny ass person.
You see, if he had a shirt off, he kind of built.
What you mean, kind of?
For sport.
Hey, Terry Crews with that whistle.
No, man.
Listen, man.
No, man. Oh, shit.
Put up with that motherfucker. Hey, God, tell you. So look, I throw something on a book or something like that. Throw something on the ground there. Wilson man.
Your
name,
funny,
bro.
A name is important.
Bro, that's a brand.
But me personally, I'm gonna tell you, the best name. Got a lot of people that name themselves. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't named himself like that. Just like me, I didn't name myself. I always had a nickname.
It just came to you.
My nickname was Typhoon. Growing up, Typhoon. People always was just saying Foon. Well, with the drop top, how that came, confident.
I seen you. I seen the video. You had two different names too. I seen that. I was glad
I changed. Because you know, Typhoon is kind of common. You know what I'm talking about too, or whatever. But that was just my childhood nickname. So it just, you know, but I changed my name. You know, and then the process of it, the reason it changed because me and Kyle got a mutual friend. And I'm gonna try to say this with a straight face.
That shit already.
Man, he's funny. You just have to be there. You have to be there. But we got a homeboy named Phil, and he funny as fuck. He one of them people like he just be like
he ain't gotta do nothing. You gonna laugh.
He just be looking at you like, like you gonna pee on yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So I had bought my first drop. You know what I'm talking about? In like 2017, 18. So I'm riding there, whoop the whoop. So he kept on saying, "Foon in the drop top, foon in the drop top." So then he was just like, "Oh shit!" One day he was like, "Oh shit, foon in the drop top. It's drop top foon." Everybody was just laughing and shit, but the shit actually sounded.
It sounded good.
It sounded kind of good to me after they kept saying it like that because Kyle started saying it too. And then every time he had Phil and Kyle, they had other people just every time I walk in the barbershop.
That drop top phone, right?
Drop top phone.
Yeah.
Drop top phone. What's going on, drop top phone?
They throwing that as a joke, and you fucking with it.
And then, yeah, for real. Then finally, me and Kyle sat down and talked about it. Like, that shit kind of hard for real, because
you in the drop.
You in the drop. Bitch, that shit kind of hard. Yeah. And some of my other pops like, yeah, you might need to run with that one, goddamn. So I ran with that bitch, goddamn. I said, shit, yeah, bitch, I'm drop top phone then, because, you know, and then it inspired me to go get another old school, a bigger drop top. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, now I'm seriously drop top phone.
So you see a nigga riding around the shit in drop top, we gonna think he's fooling out of man.
Probably so. They got it for me.
He gotta stand out, so you ain't.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you, the shit's so crazy. When I was in the process of buying my old school, I seen some of the cleanest hard tops. I wanted them so bad, I couldn't get them. Drop top.
Drop top.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get it.
For sure, man.
It's
been dope, man. It's been dope, man. We gonna go ahead and get out of here. We ain't gonna hold you too much longer, though, man.
You gotta come back, though, man.
Yeah.
This time you think we need to premiere a song for us.
When you got what you got coming out in the near future? Mixtape album. Let the people know.
I got an album coming. It's gonna be out in the summertime, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's called Top Down Spirits Up, and that album is gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Super hard. Now I'm not just saying because I'm not. It's gonna be a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
but you supposed to say it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Just saying. Just imagine your top down and your spirits up. You know what I'm saying? Saturday evening, top down, feeling good. So I got that coming this summer. But right now, we just dropped the record, Drop Top Phone featuring PB Pluto Bands. We are about to go to Texas in March. We gotta shoot. We're shooting a video putting the visual out for the record. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna do some moving around out there. I got some things going on out there. Interviews, Dallas, performances, Austin, whatever. But and also the 227 in Puerto Rico record, we about to drop the visual for it right now, just to give them something to hold. So I'm gonna just really just keep putting out content. Like I'm gonna just keep like putting out records and shit into my album. Like I'm just keep putting out records, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. And I got another. Yeah. So just I got my next single be out is gonna be called Everything Funny. Like, and when you hear that record, I'll give y'all the true exclusive. Y'all can get on it now or whatever. Even though it won't be out till probably like spring break. But that's Kyle's favorite record. You'll see why it's Everything Funny. So like that's what I got going right now. And just keep working, stay consistent, keep going hard. Like I'm starting to do shows. I was saying fuck doing shows last week, but I can't say that now because I'm starting to do shows again. So like, you know what I'm saying? But I still feel like fuck doing shows, even though I'm gonna keep doing them.
That's how you get paid, though. Just saying.
I mean, that's just my demeanor. I be on the record, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't give a fuck doing shows, because I'm gonna do a show. Every time you see me, it's gonna be a fucking show. Whether you see me in the club, on the side of the street, it's gonna be a show regardless. You know what I'm saying? You know?
So how can people get to your music and everything?
My music is on all platforms. Just look up Drop Top Phone. You spell phone PHOON. Follow me on Instagram, Drop Top _phone. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter with that shit. You know, like my music, like I said, I'm on Pandora, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that bitch ass shit. The whole bitch ass shit just is on there. So fuck with it. Like I said, Black Embassy Records. Bitch, come sign the Black Embassy Records. We're gonna get you together. You know what I'm talking about? Black Embassy business.
Black Embassy, man. From Black Embassy to No Emotion, man. You came on the set, so now you family too, man.
Yeah, most definitely. And
I
will be back.
Yeah, for sure.
I will be back, most definitely.
From the No Emotion game, man. I'm Davis boy right here.
I'm Jacob Pong.
You already know that Drop Top Phone. It's the Black Embassy Records team, man.